Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:52. It's time for your morning sprints.
Mark Peterson's fall forecast is looking pretty cool.
But first, a hot camera live at the Spokane International Airport, where 103 local veterans about to board an honor flight.
Derek and Robin, I've just been talking with folks all morning, and I can't put it in perspective. There's just so many experiences, so many stories. One of the vets said it the best. It would take years and years and years just to tell the stories of all the folks here. More than 100 veterans getting ready to board that honor flight here coming up at 9 o'clock. We've met folks that served in the Vietnam War, the Korean War. I've been told that there's folks from all the way back in the World War II, Navy, Army, Marines. They're all here, and a lot of these folks wouldn't have been able to get to D.C. to see the memorials made for them without this flight. So it's just a really important experience for them, and these men that have served and women are here. They're saying, we're not really sure how we're going to feel when we get there, seeing the names of fallen friends and servicemen on some of these memorials. So that coming up here, they're getting ready and headed out in just a few hours. So reporting live, Hawk Hammer, KSY 4 News.
The Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh is facing new accusations of sexual assault from a former Yale University classmate. 53-year-old Deborah Ramirez says he exposed himself to her during a party at a dorm room, forcing her to push him away. Kavanaugh denies the incident ever happened and says the accusations are part of a smear campaign against him. Senators will hear from Kavanaugh's first accuser, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, in a testimony set for Thursday.
The largest round of tariffs placed on China by the Trump administration go into effect today. The new 10% tariffs impact $200 billion worth of Chinese products. Among the thousands of goods affected, baseball gloves, network routers, and food seasonings. Chinese officials say they will strike back with new taxes on American items like auto parts, meat, and clothing.
An armored vehicle went over a 25-foot cliff during a military exercise in central Washington this weekend. Happened on an unnamed dirt road near Kittitas. The 22-year-old who was driving the military Stryker told troopers he didn't see the cliff's edge. The driver is in stable condition at Harborview in Seattle. One passenger is still in the hospital. 2 others have been released.
It is a cool start to the day. We're sitting at 46 degrees. We do have sun and clouds. It is the harvest moon tonight. It's going to be a full moon. It's going to be gorgeous because we're going to have a relatively clear sky. It's going to be neat. If you really want to find the rain and severe weather, head to Wisconsin and Minnesota. For us, pleasant high pressure continuing all the way through till Thursday.
Looking ahead for your weekend plans, you can help heal the burn scars left in northeast Spokane when a wildfire tore through the community this July. The upriver Beacon fire burned hundreds of acres and destroyed several homes. Now Community groups are coming together to restore the Beacon Hill area, and they'd love it if you could help. There's work for volunteers of any age at the Heal the Burn event on Saturday from 9 to 2.
Authorities want help to find out who covered a North Spokane mural with graffiti last weekend, just hours after it was finished. There is a cash reward for anyone who shares information that leads to an arrest. You can call Crime Stoppers to share that information at 1-800-222-TIPS.
For the first time in more than 30 years, it's legal to own a pit bull in Yakima. The ban was adopted in 1987 following 3 pit bull attacks in 1 year. The city council voted to overturn the ban in August when the Humane Society threatened to cut ties with the city. The new rules went into effect yesterday.
As Election Day nears, it's time to make sure you are registered to vote. This year's registration deadline in Washington is October 8th. In Idaho, it's October 12th. But why not get all it done on Tuesday, tomorrow, when it is National Voter Registration Day? You can do it online on the Secretary of State's website in Washington or Idaho, or you can go to your local library. All Spokane County public libraries will have registration information available during business hours, and volunteers are ready to help. You can also register at the STA Plaza in downtown Spokane from 4 to 7.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, much more on that school bus driver caught on camera allowing students as young as 11 to drive the bus.
And a political ad out of Arizona where 6 of a congressman's siblings tell people not to vote for their brother.
All right, outside, there's some sun, some clouds, and there's traffic. Things are moving along pretty well, though. 7-day forecast. It's going to be around 70 today, tomorrow. Low to mid 70s Wednesday, Thursday, and then it cools for the weekend.
I like the first half of the week better than the tail.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Good Morning America starts right now. See you in a few.
See ya.